The Pentagon is scrambling as veterans are expressing outrage. This as 10,000 California National Guard soldiers are being forced to pay back enlistment bonuses. This weekend, dozens told California's congressional delegation it is an insult to their service.
Out of those veterans that they took their money from them, now you wonder why veterans are homeless. Now you wonder why they're unemployed. Now you wonder why they don't trust the system because of decisions like this.
Officials said those payments were improperly rewarded. Congressman Adam Schiff says he's going to push Congress to add a provision to the defense bill to protect soldiers from collection. But the national commander of the Veterans of Foreign Wars isn't waiting around. He says he's calling on President Obama to issue an executive order to stop the clawbacks immediately.
Joining us now to talk more about this issue is Representative Eric Swalwell. Okay, initially we had this story come out, and there was outrage. And then the Department of Defense sort of came in and said they sort of issued a halfway, we're going to review this. What's going on? Because I want to make sure we're getting the news right.
They're not doing enough. They need to make it clear to the soldier that if you served in good faith, we're not going to take back your bonus. That's it.
But they're not willing to do that, I suspect, in part because California is one of 50 states, and if they audit other states, they could find similar situations, and the tab could get a lot bigger. I
was on a call 2 days ago with the Department of Defense, and they said that they have audited other states. No other state has anything near what California has. So I think make it the soldier, if you served in good faith, you went to war, we're not going to ask you for your money back. We're not going to make you worry about this over the holidays. And they haven't done that yet.
Because what they're doing, we've got about 13,800 questionable cases. 12,000 cases are under review. But the vet has to come in and justify why they got the bonuses, correct?
They're putting the burden on the soldier, and the burden should be on the department that screwed all this up and not make them have to worry.
Now, people out there, the main question I'm heard is, okay, did they know they were getting something for nothing?
In the fog of war, you're told $15,000, sign up for 6 more years, go to war. I don't think it's fair to put that on them. Now, people have gone to jail for, leading people on and getting them to sign up. But if the soldier didn't know, why are we making them have to pay?
The other part about this was done in 2006 at the height of the Iraq and Afghan conflicts when all the National Guard were desperate to try to get people. 10 years later, somebody taps you on your shoulder and want the money back? I mean, that's beyond...
That's right. They've gone to war, they've come home. Oftentimes they're still going to the VA for the injuries. It's insult to injury.
Now, I've got you in here. I want to switch gears. You're a former prosecutor, in addition to being a congressman. What's your take on Comey, the FBI, and these emails?
Yeah, I serve on the Intel Committee, too. I'm going to ask for a briefing this week. Director Comey's in a vice right now. He was told by Republicans, you didn't do enough. You should have indicted Secretary Clinton despite going through all the evidence. And now something comes across his desk at the last hour. I think, he had to disclose it to Congress, but it will be helpful in these final hours of the campaign if he can make it clear what's going on. It sounds like none of the emails were from Secretary Clinton from the reports that I've seen, and I think it would be helpful to clear that up before voters go to the polls.
Well, there's some question by the Clinton side that this is suspicious, that this is an October surprise brought into torpedo at the last.
And his dilemma is if he did not disclose this, then, the Republicans would say you were protecting Secretary Clinton. But I think most sides agree, give a little bit more information so that we're not influencing an election from a criminal investigation or the perception of a criminal investigation.
As a member of the Intelligence Committee, how can Comey release things that are still under investigation and maintain the integrity of the investigation?
Well, typically they don't talk about what they're doing while they're doing it, but now that he has, I think he should shine a little more light on it without compromising the investigation, because otherwise it's creating confusion.
Would you be asking the director to go on the line and say they're significant or not and be making that call?
Well, right now what's out there is certainly he's implying that there's more, but it sounds like when you read his letter, he's just saying we found more devices and we don't know what's on it. And I think he should clear up whether Secretary Clinton and something she did wrong is implicated. And it sounds like it's not.
Okay, well, it sounds like it's going to heat up in the final days. Meanwhile,